Hello, my name is Ed Frawley. I have another Q&A here that came into our website under the Ask Cindy portal on Leerburg.com. And as always, you do not have to be a customer of Leerburg to send us a question. And Cindy and I will answer it. Usually Cindy. She's a way better dog trainer than me, even though I'm older. But this one is a common question. And it comes from people that have never had a dog before, have never had a puppy before, have never tried to train a dog to live in the house and be a calm dog in the house. Because this person has a problem using an X-Pen versus a dog crate. And first I'll read you exactly what she said with a few comments along the way. It says, "Hello, Cindy. I just got my puppy at 9.5 weeks. I put her in an X-Pen so I could make dinner, but she's crying so much and climbing the walls trying to get out. That's normal. She did it too soon, and I'll explain why in a minute. I don't want to reward this behavior. I want her to see that the X-Pen is a good thing. How can I stop this behavior?" A good question for people that really have not raised a puppy in a house before. I gave her toys and food in the pen and put her in when she was napping, but she still fully freaks out. And that's normal too, with some dogs. Not all dogs, but some dogs. I had her in there earlier playing with toys and food to familiarize her with it, but I'm not sure how else to acclimate her to being in the X-Pen and to feel comfortable with it. I bought the puppy course from Leerburg, and I watched the X-Pen section, but I feel like I need extra help. I think more than anything, she missed what I said in the X-Pen session about how we treat dogs in the beginning with X-Pen. Cindy talks about it here. If you can't be right there to keep her from climbing the X-Pen before she does it, then it's best to use a dog crate. In other words, to put the puppy in the X-Pen and then go and try and do dinner, not a good idea. I'm not saying that you can't and you should eventually expect to be able to do that. But that, depending on the dog, depending on the puppy, can be a few weeks, could be a few months before the dog is settled. So when they use the X-Pen in the beginning, you want to be right there, right with them, so you can deal with it. And we'll talk about that in a second. Cindy says, if she's new to your home, it may take her a while to settle in, and we kind of call that the honeymoon period. Doesn't matter if it's a puppy that leaves a litter. It doesn't matter if you get a rescue dog. With almost all dogs, there's a honeymoon period where, and it depends in time from a couple weeks, and again, longer. It varies from dog to dog. You have to work with the dog you got sitting right in front of you for them to acclimate themselves and understand, okay, this is my new home. I don't have litter mates running around that I can bite and chew on and chase them around. Life is different now, and it takes a while for them to learn that. So you have to be a little bit careful and constructive in how you're letting them interact in your home. Cindy goes on to say, I will put them, our puppy, in an X-Pen when I'm able to focus my attention on them, and I give them something like a stuffed treat toy or a bully stick or a bone. And when we talk about bones, we're not talking about steak bones, because you don't want dogs to have cooked steak bones. They break up into sharp little shards, and they can really cause a problem. They can puncture your dog's gut. The kind of bones to get, if you are going to do it, is get a cow's knuckle bone and put that in there. But then Cindy's saying, sit there right with the dog. If you're going to have an X-Pen, put it in your living room. And then obviously, like we have rugs in our living room, and when we are raising puppies, we're taking them out every hour or so. It takes a long time for them to learn it's time to go out. So don't get mad at the puppy if you put it in your living room and it's on a rug and it pees on the rug. That's not the puppy's fault, that's your fault. So now, Cindy went on to say, again, depending on how long you've had it, it may be a bit for her to feel comfortable away from her litter mates. And that's the absolute truth. It's hard when you take a puppy. All they know in their life are their litter mates. And I bred German Shepherds for the biting dog sports and for law enforcement, police service dogs for 35 years. So my dogs, my puppies, by the time they got to be 8 weeks old, they were running around and they were jumping on each other and they were biting each other and they were screaming and hollering. And then they go into a home where people want them to be calm and lay down, and a cute little puppy, yeah, right. Ain't that easy. It's better to put in there for short periods of time, and that's an excellent idea from Cindy. And take her out before she starts to scream and holler. Put her in there with the bone. Put her in there with a bully stick. We sell bully sticks. And then take her out before she's done. And when you take her out, take her outside. If you're going to take her out of the X-Pen, just don't take her out of the X-Pen and let her run around your house, because she's going to think, I'm going to pee over there behind that couch. And you know how long it takes a puppy to pee? About 10 seconds for her to run behind the couch, pee, and come back out. So don't do that. If you're going to put them in for short periods of time, we use a harness on our puppy. We don't leave the harness on the puppy. We take it out, put the harness on, and it goes right outside. When we come back in, if we're busy, it goes in the dog crate. If it screams and hollers in the dog crate, we cover it with a sheet. It says all puppies are different. Some settle in right away. Others take a while. And there are pups that really, really protest any kind of confinement. And that's just absolutely the truth. And this person comes back and says, thank you very much. I've tried some of the methods that you have talked about, and it's getting better day by day by day. So if you have any questions on how to raise puppies, go to Leerburg.com. We've got some really, really good online courses, DVDs, and streaming DVDs on our website. And as I said, I've done it I've been training dogs for over 50 some years. Oh no, wait, now it's 60 years. Sad when you get old. Anybody that tells you that your golden years are your old age, those are all young people that don't know what they're talking about. But thanks for giving us your time. We appreciate it.